if you're on the clock, do your job perfectly, 100%. If you're on the clock, because you're being paid. You're being paid to work. If it was easy, then it's going to be called play. That's why it's called work.
When, I don't know, are you guys remote working right now?
In the office?
Yeah. Are you guys all operational remote working?
Well, I personally go to the office probably 2 or 3 times a week just to see people. Our CEO goes to the office about 4 times a week, but he's mostly in Congress or in like other clients. But everyone else is work from home indefinitely.
Okay.
Like, I mean,
same with us.
Sorry? Yeah, same with you guys, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
I don't know, man. There's no vaccine yet.
Yeah.
Like, I'd love to see friends, but only close friends. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I can't see like regular people, like gigs or like bars and stuff like that. Or, wala pa naman. Close pa naman. But our office is work from home indefinitely. It's scary. I don't want to require people to take, public transport or traffic.
You just have some people that you're willing to get sick together with, and that's fine with you.
People I love and trust.
So there's this dynamic group of people that you have working with you from pre-pandemic era all the way to the lockdown and now to the new economy that's opening up. And these are creative people at work, people maybe in your band, even people in the accounts you handle, different people. Now the question is, do you hire your own people in the team? Do you hire them, and do you instill your company values in them, your personal values in them? How do you?
I personally stopped interviewing people like about 1.5 years ago, or 2 years ago. Because agency life, man, grabbing attrition ng tao. In advertising, people hop from agency to agency. So I started to get emotional, like, oh, you're going to leave us? I thought we were friends. So I stopped interviewing people. The people who interview, we have an HR department, and then, of course, whoever they're going to work with, either it's creatives or technology. And then if our CEO feels like it, then he'll interview them. I train them, though, when they work under me. Like, for example, I personally handle the Dunkin' Donuts account. So with the Dunkin' team, everyone has to work at my pace, which I'm not intense. I'm only intense if it gets really irritating, or I'm allergic to excuses that I know are lies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Come on. I have a ridiculously high IQ, and you're going to tell me that that's your reason? Like, there was this one person that gave me a ridiculous excuse for being absent, and I said, you know what Mensa is? Google Mensa. And then come back to me with a better reason. Google first Mensa. I'm part of Mensa. Google it, then come back to me. But in terms of handling people, I'm pretty chill. I'm pretty chill unless you make a mistake on purpose. I'm okay with making mistakes as long as you know that you made a mistake and that you're willing to correct it. But if you do it on purpose, then you get yelled at, or I just quietly remove you from the... I move you to a Baduy brand, like tissue paper or something. Handle toilet paper, like something from either if you were handling, let's say, Jack Daniels, or you were with me in Dunkin' or something exciting. Yeah, sige, doon ka sa Scotch. Earbuds, cotton buds.
What if they did not make a mistake na sadya, but it was a mistake that could have been easily avoided if they took the time? How do you see those things? Do those things irritate you?
That's a good question. If they took the time. It could have been avoided. They didn't do it on purpose. But if they took the time, it could have been avoided. So effort. It comes down to effort.
Yeah. Yan ang marami sa akin eh.
And that's still irritating for me. Because if you're on the clock, if you're on the clock, do your job perfectly, 100%. If you're on the clock, because you're being paid. You're being paid to work. If it was easy, then it's going to be called play. That's why it's called work. Francis Kong said that.
Yeah.
That's why it's called work, because it's work. Diba? As kami as musicians, our work is fun. We record. But I guarantee you, man, there are hard parts. Like right now, Mo can't think of a chorus. It's driving her crazy. You know?
Yeah.
But it's work for us. You know, me producing music, it's work for me. So I put in the time. If I'm going to produce you, it's going to be 100%. You know, I'm going to be picky with what you sing, with the words that you choose, with the instruments that we use. So if you come in half-baked, and you're telling me, Sean, that it could have been avoided if they took more time, then it all comes down to effort. Kulang yun.
Yeah.
If you're on the clock, then there's no excuse. There's no reason.
Yeah.
No reason why.
Go to the toilet paper account.
Yeah.
Just this is my curiosity, you know. I did write songs before, but without I have no idea how to play the guitar, bass, and drums like you do. So it's just lyrics and a tune. That's all I have. Like, out of curiosity, if that's what the person has and goes to you, is that something workable, or do you need more?
Yeah, like sometimes people I produce will just send me lyrics, no melody, no nothing.
Wow.
And as a producer, you produce. That's basically literally it. You produce the song. So you have to put together music. Like, for example, you know, either you start with a piano, you start with a guitar. I regularly start with a piano, and then it comes up with a guitar, or I end up with a bass. But when I produce a song, I start 100% with drums. It has to have that groove. It has to have that beat, you know. So if you come to me with a love song, then it's going to be... And then we go from there. If you have that tune, if you have those lyrics, then we work on it together. I mean, for lack of a better example, like someone with like Monique. Monique writes music and she plays guitar and she writes lyrics. So it's easier for me as a producer because I just have to keep playing the song and then she'll sit down, she'll write lyrics. Actually, the song that we're recording today, she just heard it today. And then she wrote the words to it and, you know, putting it all together. It all comes down lang talaga to that hook. You gotta have that hook. Na yung earworm, yung papasok sa tenga ng tao. And tataas ka mo, kayo naman!
Oh, yeah.
Singing.
Yeah.
And that's what we're working on now. We're working on that chorus. Yun na lang. Yeah. And then the bridge will write itself and we'll have a solo. And then, kasi once you have a hook, then you can just keep repeating it, you know?
Yeah.
So whatever you have, whether it's lyrics or melody, just bring it over and let's work it out together. You know, once this pandemic is done, we can go to the studio. Because right now, we're at my condo.
Someday. Pag may time na ako to focus on it.
Tayo lahat, diba? Well, ikaw lang naman, pwede yun, diba?
I don't want to waste your time din. Pag may focus na ako doon, para mabilis.
Yeah.
So with you know the next question, and I'm super enjoying this, with such a, you know, influential, ballistic, and jolly personality, I dare say, I wonder when the time comes that you need to fire people, how do you do it? Because like you can't keep slapping them on the toilet paper.
I've only fired one person in my entire life.
Okay.
What I do is I remove you from the account that you like until you resign. I don't like firing people. I've only done it once. To answer your question differently, I'm very jolly, but when I get mad, man, especially if you cost the company money, lost the company an account, or if you're doing it on purpose. Man. Pinaka-hate ko is if you're doing it to hurt someone else. Then, doon ako nagagalit. Na talagang, dude, I get mad.
Sobrang bad trip yun.
Oh, I get mad. And I know how to get mad. Like, I'm very measured in my anger, but if I get really angry, the best thing for me to do is walk out the room before I say something. You're so fat! You know, or something like that. Or, I don't know, like something personal. You smell like beef! You know, or something weird. So, yeah, it all comes down to just...
But yeah, I'm surprised you haven't fired someone with that. Like I get super mad then with the same stuff that you mentioned earlier. If they're doing it to hurt someone or they lost an account, I get super mad. My execom really has to just yank me out of that conversation or out of the room. And I'm surprised that you haven't fired anyone except for that one time that you were pertaining to. That takes a lot of self-control, man.
I don't know. I've never been fired in my life, myself. So I don't know how that experience will be. Mm-hmm. So to tell you about the last time I got really pissed at someone, sinagot niya ako eh. And then I said, if you continue to talk to me like this, I'll remove you from this account. Alam mo sinabi niya?
Ano?
Try it. And I'm like, what?
Solid yun.
I know. I'm like, in my head, I was like, is this happening? It's like AE talking to me this way.
Yeah.
AE, first job there.
Talaga? Wow.
Talking to the director of business that way. And I said, I know I come off like a friend, like I'm really chummy and I have tattoos, I'm really weird. But I'm the director of business and sales.
Yeah.
And I was here when we started this company.
Yeah.
So don't talk to me that way. Yeah, try it. Tinanggal ko siya. Tinanggal ko siya sa brand na hawak niya. Hindi siya confident.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, I put him in a weird brand. Bumait na siya. Sobrang bait. We're cool now. We're friends. He's still with us. He still
wow.
Yeah, but, he's really good at his job. He's really good at it.